Welcome back to Being Crazy Custom Creations. I'm Miss Francis. This is Miss Jeannie. I've decided to take Miss April's advice or suggestion, and I want to do the Mushroom Man again. And I'm going to do him in some glow-in-the-dark, solar color glow-in-the-dark glow dust. I'm going to use several colors. So I got my colors out. I've got one mixed up. I'm going to try and fill him in with different colors in different sections. And then I will, I don't know if I'm going to top him off with polyurethane or if I'm going to just put a coat of regular epoxy on the back of it. I don't know. Right now I'm going to use Glow Dust Invisible White, Glow Dust Invisible Red. I've got Glow Dust Cotton Candy, Charm Green. I've got a couple bags of grape, lemon. I know you can't see that. It does say lemon on it. You just can't see it. Bubblegum, blueberry, orange sickle. Now, I do have some Glow Dust Invisible Green. I've got Invisible Green. I've got a couple bags of Invisible Blue. Invisible Blue and a bag of Invisible Aqua, Invisible Indigo, and Invisible Aqua. Now, that's the plan. Now, whether it's going to work or not, I don't know. I got my Let's Resin double light out. I got my Mushroom Man laying on my little plastic tray. And I'm going to start by, I mixed up some Invisible White. This is the resin I'm using. I mixed up some Invisible White, and I'm going to start filling in his mustache and his beard and curing. I do have my big lamp in case I need to cure it a little bit before I put it in there. If it starts to run, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so let me get you down here. Move my microphone back a little bit out of the way. Alright. I mixed it up kind of thick. Because that's how I want to, it's kind of how I want to fill it in. If I can. I might not be able to do it with this. I'm going to try. May take a while. Because I'm going to fill portions of him in and cure it, and then fill the rest of him in with different colors. And Miss Jeannie, would you please get that other Mushroom Man off of the table behind you?
I certainly will.
Just in case I need to look at it, make sure I'm not filling in the wrong spots with the wrong color. Alright. Yeah, don't. He may have an orange sickle face. I don't really have. Whoops. Come on, what's that? A hair? I don't know. But it dripped where I didn't want it to. Oops. No. Thought I covered his mouth up, but I didn't. Try and get his mustache and his beard done, and then cure them, and then move on to, there is something in there, or it's just being real stringy. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm not a big UV resin person, so I'm gonna try and do it to the best of my ability and get it the way I want it. And like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna cover it with, but I thought by leaving it on the tray and not taking it, lifting it up and down off the tray, it'll stop it from popping loose. Because sometimes when you do it this way and you're going to pour a back over it, it will pop loose. And then you have it kind of floating in your piece, which is not what I want to do. I don't want it floating. Some of that part, I don't know if I'm going to get it to stick up there where I want it, but I may have to do it in coats, so I may have to pour another coat. Right now I have the beard filled in pretty much. Well, I think I filled in underneath his mouth, but that's okay. Alright, I may have to mix up some more. I mixed it up a little thicker than I normally would, UV, because I didn't want it to run. And I figured if I mixed it up a little thicker, it would not run as bad. But we're going to do a thin coat, then we'll probably mix up some more. Thought I mixed up enough, but obviously it didn't.
Obviously.
Yep. Oh well. I want to try and, get you a couple videos out before Friday. Had my doggies to do this week too. I had to take them in for wellness checkups. So I'm going to mix up a little bit. I might have to mix up more. I don't know if it's stringing just because it's thick. I don't know. I made it pretty thick, but I'm going to have to do another coat. So I might as well mix up enough to do another coat. Don't want to get my fingers all sticky trying to scoop here. This is how I did it. Use that little end and got me some big scoops. Yeah, last time I put a little bit more in because I got it a little thicker than I wanted. But I gotta finish off his mustache, so I may just put a little bit more in. If I can get it to stay, probably should have cured it some with the light. May have to go back over his mustache and hit it with the light to cure it some, to keep it in place. I can zoom in a little bit. Oh, you can see what I'm doing here. I don't want to overflow it into the nose part, which, like I said, it's probably going to be orange because I don't have any other color. No flesh color unless I want to mix match different glow in the darks, and I'm not sure I want to. I was going to try and go all with one brand of yeah, I see it kind of ran. I don't want to go too heavy on it. Because I might have to do another coat. Hold on, I gotta get back here. I gotta pause you for a minute. Hi, I'm back. I'm sorry, I had a phone call in the middle of the video that I had to take. So, so far I have got the mustache and the beard and the eyebrows cured, and I just put the orange in his mouth and his nose. I don't know. I'm going to cure that, and then I'm going to see if I can put it in his face. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But I'm going to go ahead and cure his nose and his mouth. Yeah. I'm trying not to move it around too much because I don't want to. And some of the colors may end up running into the others. There's not going to be really any way I can stop that. I'm trying to fill them up as best I can and not get them into the other colors, but alright. So we're going to go ahead and make his butterfly yellow. I probably should do the green first, though, because there's a lot of greenery to do. Get the greenery done first, and then we'll work on the other, filling the flowers in. And I don't know what color I'm going to make the mushroom itself, because can't make it too dark. because I can't have it. I'm just going to make him as dark as I can make him with that, just so the UV will cure. Here's the green. I'm going to put a little bit more in there. I want to make sure it's green enough. So I can get the greenery done next. I gotta figure out his face, but I haven't figured that one out yet. And I'll find something else to pour anything that's left in, so we can not waste it. Cure it on something. I got some molds over there I can pour it in. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna keep rolling on until I get it done. Fill in what I can fill in of it, and then I will, maybe I'll just put a glow-in-the-dark color on the back of it too. I've got some different kinds of invisible blue I could use. Probably got some more up there. Alright, there's my green. Make sure I get it mixed good. I'm going to pull it out and do the little green leaves. Alright, I haven't figured out yet how I'm going to do his face and keep it from running down and other stuff. I don't know yet. I'm going to try and... Whoa.
What'd you do?
Good thing I put an apron on. Dropped my little stick. Good thing I put an apron on. Okay, so... I'm going to start by filling the green in. I think that's green going up to his mushroom head there. Come on. Get it everywhere. Might be easier to pour it. I just didn't want to get crazy about pouring it and overflow something. Where'd my tool go? Just in case I need it. Alright. Try and... I don't know, it's gonna run down in there. I really don't want it to. I don't want to overfill it too much. Because I know it's gonna run into the flowers. Darn you. I knew this wouldn't be a quick video. Ain't nothing gonna be quick about this video. And I really didn't want you running. Come on. Get all the way up there, and then I will flash cure it so that I can get it where I want it. And get it not to overflow. Put some green in this other one. Come on, you want the overflow and I don't want you to. Yep, trying to overflow on me. Yeah, it's easier said than done, Miss April. Just letting you know, Miss April, it's easier said than done. Doing it in glow in the dark. Yeah, it's gonna be cool, but it's a whole lot easier said than done. We'll see. I don't want to pour it in there because the more I pour, the trying to get it off of the, not that it's going to show on the beard's already cured. I probably should have cured it. Might have to flash cure it just so I can get it to stay in the spot where I want it. Yeah, I want it to stay in a certain spot. I don't want to cure it very long. I just want to cure it so it will stay. This part here, I want it back out of the flower. I don't want it in my flower here because I was planning on making the flower color, not green. Didn't think it'd take this long, really. Guess I didn't think very well, did I?
No.
I'm still gonna have to wipe that out with some alcohol. Get the green out of there. Because I don't want the green in the flower. Get back over there. Yeah, I need to wipe that out before I flash cure the other stuff before I put it in there, because if I don't, it's going to cure in there. I can't pick it out.
Let me take this glove off.
Hold on, I can do this, I guess, maybe. Try this. I was hoping I could get it out of there, but why it keeps wanting to run back in. I want to have a green flower here. If I can cure it before it runs back in there. Yeah, there's some I'm gonna have to pick out. Yeah, gonna be fun trying to clean that out. Alright. Maybe I should just be dripping it in there rather than trying to pour it. I do need that. I'll need that light again, I'm sure. Trying not to run it out, but pretty much runs where it wants to run.
Even dabbing it in?
Yeah, but I got it's running down this, and I've cured part of it, but I had to fill in that hole that I had there, and I'm trying to pull it up to the end of the mushroom. But in doing that, I gotta cure it at the same time. Or at least flash cure it some so it doesn't run in my flowers. I'm still gonna have to pick off what I did there. Okay, so that part is green there too, but I don't want it running down in the mustache though. Come on. Everyone knows I like to color, so usually this is a little more difficult than coloring really, but hey, just a little bit. Cut running down in my flower there. It's gonna glow for sure though. That's for sure it is. I gotta do a little more filling in there without it running in my flower though. See if I can do it. I have yet to figure out how I'm gonna pick it out of the flower. I don't want to scratch it. Alright, that's that side. Then this is green, that's green, that's green. A little nub on, and the flower's green.
That's green up there.
What? I don't know how I'm going to get it in there, really. Keep it from running out. I'll have to flash cure it at the same, cure it fastly at the same time. This one may not be as pretty as the other one was.
Oh well.
It may not be quite as pretty as the other one was. Just trying to do it in thin coats so I don't overflow it. Trying to get you guys some videos up to watch. I'm trying to get a couple done today. I was trying. I didn't think this would take so long. Gonna do a magic pour and come on. What the heck? Okay. I don't know how this is gonna work. As long as I don't fill it too full, maybe. I want to make it a little fuller, but I want to keep it from running. Right there, I'm going to have it again. Alright. I'm going to pause you for a minute. I'm going to put this in the light and let it cure fully. I still see I need to do a little more green down there, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to get it all the way to the bottom. Probably have to cure it with the lamp here instead of putting it in the light. But I'm going to go ahead and cure this all the way in the light, and then I'll try and fix that green. And start with the, do 2 minutes on that. Alright, I'll be back. I'm going to pause you for a minute. Let me do my flashlight here. I haven't done anything with the mushroom yet because I haven't figured out yet how I'm going to do it. But right now I'm filling in the flowers. And if I have to cure them in a hurry, I did make them thick, hoping that they wouldn't run so badly. Could happen, but you never know. I don't want it to run down in there.
That all done?
Yeah, I'm done with that pink.
I got it.
Okay, now let's do a purple. I made it thick also, because I don't want it running. Gotta mix them up good though.
Oh,
Get
didn't
all-
I?
No.
Oh,
No, that one was fine. I got this purple I gotta get mixed up really good. And I made it thick, because I don't want it to run. Same with when I'll make the butterfly. Now, I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna do the mushroom stem or the base of the mushroom yet. It may be in a, I don't know. I really would like to do do it in UV, but I don't know if that would work. I gotta keep this flower from running down where it shouldn't run, and I see where I missed a stem on the flower. Yep, sure did. Missed a stem. I may have to make up a little bit more green. I'm gonna give these a little bit of a cure here so they don't run before I put them in the machine. And I see where I missed a green stem. Just don't want that purple running. I want it to stay in the flower where it's supposed to be.
where did I put that stick?
Okay. What stick?
Oh, there it is.
Okay. I'm gonna fill this one in. And I'll mix up for the butterfly. I'll put these in the machine and let them cure for a little bit, and then I'll get the butterfly color mixed up and then figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of it. Mix up the butterfly, and then I'll pour it and then put it in the machine. I stopped it from running. That was my goal there was to stop it from running. Get some yellow for the butterfly. Or lemon. It's not really yellow. It just looks yellow. It's called lemon. Ooh, that's a chunk. It's chunky. Gonna have to fix that. Can't have it all chunky like that. Okay. There's my yellow, my lemon. But let's chop these chunks up, because I don't want chunks. Dang it. Didn't realize it'd be that chunky.
What's your lemon?
Yeah, it's chunky.
Huh.
Had some clumps in it. Yeah, it's got some pretty good sized chunks in it, even though I squished it. Okay, hopefully it's chunky enough that it won't fall down in there a bunch. I just heard the neighbor's car door. I'm surprised the dogs aren't barking.
Yeah. I'll give him a chance.
I just heard it. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and reset that, so because it's starting to run. And then I'll put it in the machine there and let it cure. It's running down the side, but alright. Let's go ahead and slide it in there and cure those. Let's do 5. Alright, we'll be back when I'm ready to figure out what I'm going to do with the top. Alright, I've filled everything in the different colors with the UV resin, except for the top of the mushroom. I filled it with Solar Color Dust Ghost Chameleon, purple, gray, green. That's what I filled the top here with. Now, I want to finish filling it with polyurethane and so I can get it finished today. But I've mixed up that much UV resin with some invisible glow-in-the-dust red. I'm afraid that if I don't put a coat over the top, a thin coat enough to cure everything together so it sticks together, that when I put the polyurethane in, it's going to seep underneath and mess up everything I just did. So I'm going to put this on in thin coats, and then I'm going to cure it for a while to try and hold everything together, so that once it's cured, hopefully the other polyurethane resin won't be able to get underneath it. So we'll see. I mean, this is all this is all play it by ear thing here, or fly by the seat of your pants, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to try to run this around without I don't want a really thick coat because I know it won't cure. I want a thin enough coat over everything so that it all stays hopefully stuck together and sealed, so that when I put the polyurethane in it, which I won't have to mix up much because there won't be a lot of room in the mold for all that polyurethane. But if I can get a coat over the top of all of this, then I'm hoping the polyurethane won't be able to get underneath it, even though I know it's going to heat it up. I'm going to do a little at a time, because I want this covered. Just thin enough layer that it's all covered. Then I'll cure it, and if I need to add more, I will. But right now I don't want to, because I want to finish filling it with polyurethane. Well, if it works, it'll be great. If not, it'll be a big old flop. You know, you never know till you try. I'm gonna try. Thought it was a pretty cool idea that Miss April had, but not sure it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. I'm not a big... I don't use UV all the time. So, I mean, she does. She uses UV more than I do. And that's April with Dragon in Dresses Craftatorium. Is who I'm talking about, Miss April. So we're going to see if it works. If I can get it covered the way I need it to be covered, then I might not have any problems. And get it cured the way I want. I mean, some of that might end up, if I don't get something cured over it, it'll probably end up coming off. The polyurethane will go underneath it, which is not what I want. After doing all that coloring, I don't want that to happen. We'll see. I don't know whether that's going to work or not. Alright. I'm going to try and put this in there and cure what I got so far. And see what happens. Put it in this way. It may cure all the way through and it may not. It's kind of deep in some spots here. It's pretty red. Yeah, it's pretty red. I was hoping it would do better than that, but we'll see. See, it's ran out of some of the spots I had it in. I don't know. May be a big disaster. I really didn't want it to run out of some of those spots that it ran out of. Darn it. We'll see. I did think about pouring it in more layers than in a few layers and curing it all in UV. But I don't know how well that's going to work. I mean, we'll see. I may cure it again and pour some more in. See if I can cure it all up in UV and see what happens.
What's the worst that could happen? Don't work.
Well, it could all be one big globby mess. Could be one big globby mess by the time we get done with it. We'll see. Yeah, I tried to make it thin, but I know that back there towards the bottom half of this trunk right here is pretty thick.
Mm-hmm.
And up here, the mushroom head is pretty thick. So I don't know. I put it on 5 minutes and then I may pour some more in and see what I can do. I only want to do a little at a time because I don't want to overfill it.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get it cure well enough, then I may just go ahead and pour a thin coat of polyurethane over the top and hope like heck that it doesn't heat it up enough to get underneath it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Does look kind of red, but it also looks kind of pink.
See, I can see the pink.
Yeah, I see the pink. It doesn't look totally red. All right, well, guys, we'll be back when I'm ready to pour another coat. All right, it's all cured in the UV resin. Now I'm mixing up my polyurethane and I'm gonna pour it over the top and hope that everything works right. I'm hoping. Should have waited until Miss Jeannie got back down here so she could have taken the cup over once I got this mold filled, but I did not. Too late now. I'll just have to, she's got some setting out over there, I'll just have to pour them. I need to pour this and hopefully it won't seep underneath. We'll see. I don't want to start, I want it to be clear, but I don't want to stir it too long or it's going to start getting hot on me. Yeah, it's already getting warm. I can't pour too much because I filled it pretty good with UV resin, so I can't go too crazy here. Okay.
I told Pebbles we were to get in the kennel. King got in there with her.
Dang it, I can't tell if I got his fingers good. I don't know if I got up in those antennas either. Or in the body of the butterfly. I'm gonna still have more. Dang it. Can't tell. I can't tell if I got it in there.
Looks like it.
Darn it. It's too much. I probably over poured that one. Alright, we're gonna wait now and see what happens. Because I don't know. I don't know how it's going to come out. Ooh, I knew there was a piece of hair in there. Got it.
You got it?
I got it. We're just going to let it go ahead and do its thing. Did
What
you
you
get
need?
it? I kind of overpoured his. I kind of overpoured his. I overpoured his. Some of that.
Well, I pulled some into his antenna.
Yeah,
So we
but
should
I
have more than
overpoured
enough.
the alien's peace sign.
Just a smidge.
Yeah, we'll clean it out.
Yeah.
Hopefully the green will come out with him. I don't know for sure, but we'll see. That's my part A cup. Give me another towel for my bee. Because if you don't wipe it out, it'll crystallize in there and it'll be a pain in the butt to get out. So you gotta try and wipe as much of it out as you can get out of it. Alrighty. They're about as good as they're gonna get. I got 2 B's and 2 A's. And I really don't want them sitting in there. I'll set them down there. Okay. Hopefully I didn't just stuck my head in that. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me a bit.
No.
Wouldn't be the first time I did it. Probably won't be the last. I'm hoping that this is not gonna seep underneath there.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Keep your fingers crossed.
Everything crossed.
Yep. Let's hope that it won't seep down under my UV colors that I put in there, and let's hope my UV's cured enough.
Oh, I didn't know we were recording.
Yeah, it's pretty thick, and I did cure it for longer than I would normally cure it because I got it thick in some spots. So we'll see what happens. Next video coming up, I believe, is flowers. And I don't know if I'm doing them in polyurethane or if I'm going to do them in regular resin. I'm not sure yet. I'm afraid if I do them in poly that the stems are pretty thin on them and I might end up busting them off. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Pretty much done with my UV lamp. I think. No, I won't put it up just yet, just in case I take it out on the other side and it's sticky. I'll pop it back under the UV lamp. Jeannie's didn't turn out sticky. She poured her extras. Show them what you made there when you poured your extras. She made her a glow-in-the-dark peace sign. And it does glow really well. With the colors I had left over from doing the mushroom head. So we will, well, we can get back to you when it's ready to unmold. Because right now all we're doing is sitting here waiting for it to cure. So I can unmold it and hope nothing falls apart. It was an experiment. It could all go wrong, for sure. I'm not an expert. It could all go wrong. but we'll see. So we may just come back when it's cured and unmold it with you. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. It's cooled off. Cross your fingers.
Go get in your chair.
Cross your fingers that this turns out. Because I don't know. I've never put polyurethane with, I did do some overpour here with glow-in-the-dark UV, so we'll see. Hopefully it'll come out okay. I don't know, we're gonna see. I gotta be careful taking it out so I don't mess up my front here. Come on, I don't want to break the butterfly off. Let's lay it down flat, pull it out that way. Okay, it's got some overpour, and it's definitely going to have some work done to it. Knife here. Let me just clean it out real quick. Then I'll turn it around so you can see it. Now, this is my first time ever doing regular polyurethane and UV together, so it actually, and it is glow, so we'll have to turn the lights off and make it glow. But right now I want to clean this overpour off first. I didn't realize I had gotten so much overpour on it, really. Yeah, I kind of got yellow down in his mustache, darn it. I was trying hard to keep my colors from running into each other. Was trying pretty hard to do it. Didn't actually work too well. But I tried. So, at least we know it'll work. I mean, it seems to be, doesn't seem to be sticky at all. So that's a good thing, because I was a little worried about it being sticky. But I did have to cure the top, the thicker parts, for like 10 minutes each. See, I could probably still do his eyes with some blue. Maybe not glow in the dark blue, but some blue paint. Come on, darn it. End up cutting myself.
Be careful.
Trying to get it cut out here so I don't have a bunch of overpour. Actually, it's actually pretty hard. I almost expected to feel sticky. Really, I expected it to feel sticky on there, because I figured that the polyurethane would heat the UV up, and make it sticky, but it did not, as far as I can tell yet. Of course, we haven't put a light on it to charge it yet either. Come on. I don't want to break that piece off, but I really do want to clean it. There we go. Thought I was done. I'm not. Not yet. Pretty close. Gotta do something with his eyes, though. Yeah, I know that light's a little bright here. Let's turn it down. Alright. He's colored in with UV resin. With, well, UV resin and solar color glow dust. So we're going to, I'm going to put him under the light and charge him up. And see what happens here. See if I can get him in there the right way and get him good and charged. And then we'll turn the lights off and see if he glows. Actually turned out better than I thought it would turn out. I was worried about opening it up and having that ooey gooey mess on the other side of it. I think if I would have not put a coat of UV resin over it before I put the polyurethane on it, then it would have ran underneath my UV resin. I think it probably would have heated it up enough that it would have ran under it. That's one of the reasons why I put the coat over it like I did. Because I didn't want it to run under the colors. Alrighty. The little alien guy, and he's really got lots of overpour. I was trying to pour him in a hurry. And I don't know. I dusted him with glow dust too, so we'll see. I mean, he's going to need some major cleanup here. Come on. Yeah, all around his fingers. I got to be careful. I don't want to break his fingers off. Let's just see if he glows here. And I'll clean him up later. None of the rest of the stuff is glow. This is my butterfly, my holographic butterfly. It's kind of hard to see that it's holographic, but it is, and it's got some cleanup that needs to be done too. And I did another one in white. Another dragon's head. And another stitch. We might have to turn the light out. Oh, look at that glow red.
Ooh, baby.
I put invisible red in there, and boy, you can sure, well, it kind of looks pink, but there's stitch. Okay. We will put him back in the bag. I'd say, let's try. Turn the light out. Turn the light out over there. And I'll pull him out and let's see if maybe not the alien guy probably isn't charged enough. But this one's pretty charged. Flip it off. There's a glow in the dark with invisible red for the background. He kind of looks pink down here, but it's actually red. He glows. He definitely glows. Big time. Okay, let's see about the alien guy here. I don't know that took enough of the dust off of there for him to glow. We'll see. I like that. It turned out cute. It worked, Miss April, but that was kind of a hard thing to do. I'm not done.
Oh.
I still got the little man in here. I was trying to charge him up enough. I don't know whether he's going to glow or not. There you go. He got some green glow dust on him. He's a glower. That's all I had for those. Alright, let me turn this light back on. Yep. Wow, I really like it. I still think I need to put some blue in there for his eyes, but yeah, he's definitely gonna glow big time. And he's gonna glow in red here at the bottom up there. This here is the ghost
white,
the ghost chameleon, purple, gray, green. I didn't really, let's put it back in there and see if, I don't know. I mean, I can see purple in here. Kind of looks a grayish, purple-ish. But maybe because I backed it with the invisible red, it might have messed that part up. Come on. That one's a little too soft to pick off there. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm afraid I'll break him. Alright, let me get to my shout outs, and then we're gonna be starting another video. So I get my shout outs done, and we'll conclude this video. Alright, I know I have some people that aren't wrote on here. Wanda's Blessed Creations, and please keep Miss Wanda in your prayers. I know she's got some more doctor visits, so please keep her in your prayers. Stacy _ the Crafty Cat, Raz C. Liz, India Brady Art by me, Andrew Walker, Billy Holman Creations, Cosmic Carols Creations, Artsy Doodles, My Love of Crafts, Butch's Resin Corner, Dragons and Dresses Craftatorium, Creating with Wingless Angel, TLC's Handmade Hayloft, Roseanne's Crafting Corner, Cora Marine's Resin Art, Marvelous Artsy, Crafting with Carla, Cynthia's Crafts and More, Amy's Resin Corner, Resin Me Up, Kate Johnson, The Blue Elephant Gifts, Custom Created Handmade Crafts, Clear Creations. That's all the shout outs I got right now. That's subject to change. I mean, you know, y'all know Sam I Am. I really, there's another one. Ruby's Resin Corner. I believe it's a new one that I just subscribed to. Man, I can't think. Mini Scenes GB, Miss Tracy. There's Martha Townsend. I believe she has a channel. I'm gonna have to research some more, because I know I have some more that I gotta get me a dry erase board so that I can write them on there. But I was trying to see if you could really see the ghost in it. I mean, it kind of looks purple-ish. Kind of looks purplish. But I put the Ghost Chameleon from Solar Color in that portion of the... Alright. We be out of here. And don't forget to keep Miss Wanda in your prayers. And anybody else who needs prayers, just let us know and we'll be glad to add you to our prayers. We be out of here and we'll be ready for the next video. Bye for now.